It was the right guy. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey.
Got past that. Just found out today, I've got to go back to my and do a big training. And I know they also like training like these counties, they really don't want to do it. They're natural. In fact, they also we can open the door without our phone. It's the off-site stuff. It's going to go across the highway and then on the north side of England. It's barely on their property. I have to cut a 24-foot wide area. They don't want to play games, so we got to do an easement. Now that's 2 or 3 times. So that's another building. Everybody does it. But I mean, the building over there, that much was already found. Just that. This was the airport kicked it back. Every time you say it, take 2 or 3 months. And I don't go that's low.
We got all the personnel.
We won't affect them at all.
Right.
We won't even know it's been operating like this for the first time.
Yeah. 2 or 3 more months.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Much better, much better. Welcome to the Event Center of the World. This is the Dr. Velma Hayes Williams Westside Community Center. Thank you for coming. We pride ourselves on starting on time. We know it was raining real hard, but we thought it was a lot longer to come out for the community meeting. We're going to open up with a prayer. We're going to get Pastor Davidson from Allen Chapel, AME Church, located on Olive Avenue in the corner of historic Goldsboro Boulevard. You're no longer new to the committee. You got perfect attendance at the meetings.
Let us pray. Oh, most heavenly God and merciful God, we just simply thank you for allowing us to arrive at this center safely, oh Heavenly Father, to hear the information and things that are going on in this community on this great day, oh Heavenly Father. We just simply thank you and ask all of this in your Son Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. If you want a little bit more of that smoke, you have to go there Sunday and give it to you. Dynamic speaker. The first person that we're going to do is the school boards, and we're going to start off with Edward Blackshear, 9th grade campus at Seminole High School. As we all know, Mr. Blackshear was the principal. The Edward Blackshear, 9th grade campus at Seminole High. As we all know, Mr. Blackshear was the former principal of Crooms Academy. And the school board thought it was not robbery to name that campus after him. So that's just not the 9th grade center. It's the Edward Blackshear 9th grade campus. And we're going to have one of the administrators come up this morning.
Good evening. It's good to see each of you on this wet, rainy evening. Glad the storms have passed and now we're here. Just a few little things. We're now starting week 8 of the school year. Time flies. We're having fun. Our first quarter ends October 10th. So we'll be looking at exams real soon. So if you have some little cherubs in your house that are in high school, they should be talking about exams. So please make sure that they're prepared. we're also preparing to celebrate our honor roll students from quarter one. So that's something that we're going to celebrate. From my understanding, we have a lot that we will be celebrating. Our freshman football team, they are steamrolling their games 5-1. They've only lost one game. So I am so proud of those boys. And then Teaching 2025 will be November 18th. And this is where we need our community. If you know someone who would love to share their career, talent, hobby, or they just want to come out and talk about their travel experiences, please tell them to come out to the school, call. We would love to have them as a guest. It will provide our babies something that they maybe have never experienced, maybe never thought of. We would love to have you there. I know a lot of you travel. I hear about these travel clubs going to Dubai and Africa. I hear about it. I can't go because I'm at work teaching our little babies, but please come out and share your experiences with them. It will give them something to look forward to. And I just thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ford. And Ms. Ford won't mention this, but we all know the little person in this community, Ms. Ross, they're in the same sorority, and Ms. Ford always watches out for Ms. Ross. And Ms. Ross is an icon in this community. Thank you, Ms. Ford. We're going to have the principal of Seminole High, Mr. Pfeiffer, to come up. And Mr. Pfeiffer is just not coming from Seminole High. He was also at Hamilton Elementary first, and he did some time at Auburn. So he knows this community very well. Come on up, Mr. Pfeiffer.
Woo, woo, woo!
All right, good evening, everybody. My list is short tonight, but it's very positive. The first thing I want to say is Ms. Fortin over at the 9th grade campus and her crew and our crew at the main campus are working very diligently to distribute our school recognition funds, which is going to be close to $270-something thousand for recognition from moving from 1 point away from a B to 2 points away from an A. So congratulations to our staff. We should have that plan rolled out by hopefully tomorrow, voting on it in the very near future, and celebrating it and putting some money in some staff's pockets, teachers, staff, and everybody before winter break so they can have some money for the holidays. So congratulations to them. Seminole High School. If you didn't know this, there's a magazine here in town called the Sanford Seminole Magazine. Have you ever heard about that magazine? Pretty cool magazine. They do a People's Choice Award, not just for Sanford, but also for all of Seminole County. And all the readers vote and submit their favorite things or number one things. And Seminole High School is voted the best school in all of Seminole County by the citizens of Seminole County. They do this each and every year. We got to go and get the award last Tuesday. That's pretty cool. We're very excited about that. When the community votes you that's pretty impressive. It wasn't a committee, it was the people that live right here. Tomorrow night, Seminole High School varsity team, who may not be rocketed as the freshman team is, but they're playing hard, and we start district games tomorrow against Lake Brantley High School, who is having a good season up until tomorrow night. So we hope to rock their world tomorrow. So come on out. It should be a great game. It is senior night for our football players and for our cheer team too. So we will be celebrating them. Moving forward down the line, on October 10th, we take on a team you might have heard called Lake Mary High School. You might have heard them. So that's going to be a huge game as well. We are going to go to Lake Mary to play it, but the morning of, Fox 35 is coming to Seminole High School and Lake Mary High School, and at the same time, we are going to basically be doing a dual pep rally in the morning and showcasing both schools and both communities and both football teams, cheer, band, etc. So put that on your radar too. Homecoming is the whole week is starting the week of the 14th, and the parade is on the 16th right here on First Street, game the 17th with the dance on the 18th. So that is a huge week. I'm sure you guys know that. PTSA, I need to compliment Seminole High School's PTSA. It's the strongest it's been in absolute years. We've already met our membership growth target, which is not just the target, but it's the extended target on what we want to go and get already. So we're very excited about that. And we are going to have a faculty student membership challenge in the next few weeks, going on through the rest of the fall, probably up to around Thanksgiving. And I just want to say, please continue to support our students. And if you know any of our students, remind them of the clause, student in good standing, which means you're doing what you need to do when you need to do it. It means you have strong attendance, you have a GPA over 2.0, you go to class, you sit for tests you need to take, you're staying out of any major trouble, okay? And that means that you earn privileges, such as, hey, I can drive my car to school. Hey, I can go to the homecoming dance. Hey, I can do whatever it is, slushies and all that kind of stuff. Yes, we do slushies for our kiddos, but they have to be in good standing. Now, that sounds like an easy thing to do. Sometimes our guys and girls are a little tempted to take a step in this direction when we want to keep them in that direction. So please encourage them to, number one, come to school. That's the most important thing. When you come to school, you learn. When you come to school, you stay out of trouble. And when you come to school, you get those grades that you need to get to graduate. So please encourage them to do that. We are doing very well. We already have less students now, way less than at this time of the year, for students on track to graduate, for students that need testing or what have you. And last year's grad rate is already going to be historic. We'll get the official numbers soon, but we are, again, predicted to be between 93 and 95%. So we're super excited about that. But anyway, thank you so much. I hope to see you at tomorrow night's game, and go Noles.
Thank you, Mr. Pfeiffer. And we're going to stay with the high schools. We're going to go across the street to the #1 high school in the country. I got to wait till Mr. Pfeiffer got to do it. The #1 high school in the country, Crooms Academy of Information and Technology. And we have the assistant principal here tonight, Mr. Donald. And Mr. Donald is just not the assistant principal over at Crooms. Historic Goldsboro Main Street is up and running. And if you get your phones out, not now, you look up Historic Goldsboro Main Street and look at all the activities, Crooms handles the website for us. I don't do it, Dr. Velma Williams don't do it, Crooms does it. They do a fabulous job with it, so anytime you go and look up Historic Goldsboro Main Street, Crooms is doing the website with us. It's a partnership with the Main Street, and we love it.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you so much. I'd just like to point out a couple things, jump on with Mr. Pfeiffer. Attendance is huge. Attendance is absolutely critical. We have a very critical week coming up. In the first couple of weeks of October, we have a count where all of the students are counted, and that money from the federal government comes in based on the count of kids during the first week of October. So please, 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 if you've got babies at home, make sure that they're coming at least one of those days during that first couple weeks of October. It's really, really critical. And that's critical for every school from all over, like literally all over the state. But yes, thank you, Mr. Bentley. Crooms Academy is just so happy to be part of this community. We're super excited. Last year we had a 100% graduation rate, which continues our tradition. And I didn't get to show it last month, but I do want to sort of point out some of the amazing growth that we had. Even though we're traditionally very, very high-performing school, we still made a lot of really, really strong growth this past year. One of the big things that we grew is we were #1 in geometry proficiency in the entire county, which we were excited about. We were #1 in ELA 10th grade proficiency, and also we were #1 in 9th grade ELA reading proficiency. So that's just amazing, and that's all with growths of multiple percentage points. But the big change we had was in science. In science, we had a 10% growth in achievement at Crooms this year, which put us #1 in the county. But still, it was like a real big growth, so it was awesome. Same thing with U.S. history. But one of the big things, you've probably heard that enrollment in public schools is down, right? That's been rolling around. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a lot of other options for students. And Crooms Academy is actually growing. We, compared to last year, we actually have 10 more students this year than we had this time last year. So we're really excited about that growth, and we want to make sure we keep that going. So we're always looking for people from the community, anybody to send their children to us. Anyone can come to Crooms. In the past 7 years, I don't believe we've turned any student away, ever. If you want to come to Crooms, we want you to be there. And one of the things that we've done over the past couple of years, past 2 or 3 years, is actually build up our arts program. I started at Crooms in 2002. When I was hired, it was just starting to be the new information technology school. And they thought that those kids would just sit in front of computers all day. Right? They had no performance, none. No band, no performance, no theater, nothing. So one of the things we've done over the past couple of years is really start bringing that back. Thanks to support from the community, thanks to support from the district. We've got a drum line. You've heard us in the Martin Luther King Day Parade. We've got a bunch of other performance options, and that's why I was going to bring my daughter up for a hot second. Aowen Donovan is a junior,
All right.
and an ambassador. And she's going to tell you quickly about some of the different things that are coming to Crooms in the next year.
All right. Hi guys. Hi. At Crooms right now, I'm part of a lot of the arts activities you can do. I'm part of the drum line. I march there down the center of the historical road, and that's really fun. That's like we have our first pep rally on Friday, so that'll be really awesome to show off in front of the school. So there's how drum line is being used in school. In theater class, we have a class now, which is the first thing. Like we haven't had that ever since last year was our first year of having it, right? Now we have theater too, so that's awesome. And the club continues to be a thing. Yes, we are adding lights. So our cafeteria, where we have our shows on our stage that we put up, we are getting lights, so we'll be able to have more professional style shows for the club and the class too. And that's amazing. So that's awesome. In band, we just started the new Symphonic Groove Lab, which is a brand new class, experimental. I'm part of it. I play percussion, but we get to, it's kids from any musical background coming in with their own instruments, and our teacher is giving us songs and we're all able to play together, no matter what like experiences we have. Whether we read music in the past or as part of a school ensemble, or we just like played piano at home for like a bunch of years. So it's really cool that we're able to get together and be part of like a real ensemble that is common for other schools, but we haven't been able to have that since the school was rebuilt. So that's awesome. Yeah.
So once again, all this growth, all this artistic growth is really because of our support from the district and the community. So thank you guys so much. We're proud members of the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan. Just before he sits down, wait a minute, Mr. Donovan.
Yes, sir.
If you graduate from Crooms, raise your hand so you'll know about Crooms.
One more thing. Oh gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot. This is our 99th year, right? Because 1926, the class of 1926 starts next year. So we are putting together a community steering committee for the 100-year celebration, okay? So if you're interested in that, please reach out to me. My name is Leighton Donovan, and I would love to get more input from the community. We've got a small team right now. We're getting ready for more voices. But if you're passionate, we'd love to hear from you. So yes, thank you.
Once again, thank you. We're going to stay with the school system. We're going to get the school board member, Ms. Autumn Gary.
Well, our friends made my job so much easier tonight. They heard all the great things happening at the high schools. I want to share that yesterday I toured Sanford Middle School with the superintendent. Lots of exciting things happening there in the classroom and out of the classroom. There's going to be quite a bit of remodeling and rebuilding over the next year to year and a half. It is overdue. So stay tuned. And Dr. Mullins, who sometimes comes to this meeting, I'm sure will be happy to share plans. We're very excited. Hey, Mr. Bonner, I see you. Today I spent time with one of our assistant superintendents in Orlando at the United Way of Central Florida. Now, United Way is committed to education, and they understand that education is a great benefit, not just for an individual, but the impact that it has on the greater community. The higher one's education, the more likely they are to be contributing members to society. People who have gone to have advanced classes live longer. They give more back to the community in the form of taxes. Crime goes down when you look at educated workforces. So all kinds of benefits. But it starts at the beginning. If anyone's been around me for a hot minute, you know that my passion is early childhood education. And you've probably heard over and over again that a child needs to be proficient at reading in grade 3 in order to have lifelong success. And the data has shown that over and over again. If a child is reading at grade level by age 8 or 9, third grade, that child is 4 times more likely to graduate high school. We just heard Frooms has a 100% graduation rate. It is phenomenal. And that's just the beginning of a child's lifelong learning. So we need help with that. You know, our teachers are phenomenal, but there are kids that come in that need extra support, and here you can help. There has been a push within the district to reinvigorate our RAP program, which is the Reading Acceleration Program. We have one of its great champions in the back, Rebecca Ritchie. She has been a longtime supporter of RAP at Goldsboro Elementary. Strong program through Nana's Compass and Friends, one of her groups. And we are now jump-starting this at all of our elementary schools. Right now, really, in the Sanford area, we could really use additional volunteers at Midway, Wicklow, Hamilton, and Idlewild. So what does this mean? Essentially, you just come in and you read to the kids. You sign up as a dividend, which is what we call our volunteers. You can do that on the website. If you'd like to take my card, I'm happy to send you the direct link, but it's super simple. Usually takes about 24 hours to get approved. And then there's a training, and it's about an hour-long training, but you are sitting listening to a child read, encouraging children to read, and giving them just an extra boost. Typically, it's 1 day a week. If you want to take on a couple more kids, that's fine. It has to be during school hours. But if that is something that you are able to do, we would love to have you. This year, we had an entire church put out a bulletin and invite folks to come in, and they trained 40 volunteers. In October, we're going to 80 volunteers coming in. So if you belong to a church, a book club, a retirement community, please consider this as a way to give back. We will be eternally grateful. Our kids will be successful, and in turn, our community will continue to thrive and grow. And that's it for my public service announcements tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Garrett. And you already mentioned Ms. Richard. We're going to have Ms. Richard come up. She has some volunteer opportunities and some other things that you're in. Ms. Richard retired a decade ago from Goldsboro Elementary. She works every day in Goldsboro for free now. I'm telling the truth, every day for free.
It's mostly true.
Okay. Oh, I am so glad to be here always. This is the 25th year of Nana's Papas and Friends at Goldsboro. And so to hear that all these other schools are trying to do at least RAP, I'm so happy. So I have flyers, but actually Autumn said everything I would really need to say, except that She's so right. It's so important. So even if you can't do it, maybe you know somebody that can do it. And also, the other thing is I stay in the afternoons at this wonderful program called Unity Youth Association, UYA. And we really also could use volunteers to work with sometimes a little bit older kids than rap. And just love to have more volunteers, and I love the idea of churches or community groups sponsoring. So I thank anybody that allows me to hang out in this community. I love it. All right. I think that's all I need to say.
Thank you, Ms. Ritchie. The next few people come up are two handsome fellows that work in a facility in this community. It's called a recovery house. We're gonna have Mr. Fritz and his partner to come up, and they're gonna tell us about some opportunities that we have at the recovery house. Mr. Fritz was sharing some things with me yesterday in a meeting, and I didn't know these things, so I want the whole community to know what you told me yesterday.
Good morning. Good afternoon. My name is Fritz Voltaire. I represent the Recovery House as the Director of Business Development. Before I go into my presentation, I want to take the opportunity, since I have the microphone, to invite every single one of you guys to the senior games, upcoming senior games hosted by the city of Sanford. Why? Because that was on my wish list when I turned 50, and I will be competing on the senior games. So every single one of you guys. Shameless plug. But I'm joined here by Ed Carr. Ed Carr is the director, the executive director of the program. And it was important for me to come and speak here in our community, the Sanford community, and basically speak about the Recovery House. Why? Because the Recovery House is transforming into what we say we've been doing for the past 27 years. And we're making this transformation in a city that I call home, and that's Sanford. One of the things that I want to say hurt for me is when we sit down as a leadership staff every quarter and we go over the stats of the transformations that we're making in the lives of those that are experiencing addiction, homelessness, and mental health. And our numbers reflect that of Volusia County, Orange County, and beyond. And although we serve a minimal amount of individuals here in Sanford, Seminole County is our lowest population served, in particular Sanford. I happen to live right down the street behind Harvest Time on State Road 46. My trek to work would be straight down 46 and make the right onto Pecan, where the Recovery House is. But instead, I choose to take the long route, and I travel through Goldsboro, and I travel through the other side of Sanford, just to see what's going on. And what I often see, 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, are people walking the street, high, on drugs, drunk, homeless. And here we are, right here in the city of Sanford, in the heart of Goldsboro, transforming lives. And as soon as I'm done with this, I will show you how the Recovery House has transformed lives of individuals. And we're doing it with people outside of our county. I want to ensure that we speak up at platforms like this. So thank you, Mr. Wiggins, and thank you, Mr. Bentley, for allowing us. So that way we share with the community exactly what we're doing. The Recovery House, we serve as a substance abuse program. The Recovery House, we serve as a mental health facility where we have one of the greatest mental health clinical directors. If anyone knows Mr. Andrew Thomas, his daughter, Dr. Rosalind Thomas, is dedicated to ensuring that we provide those services right here in our community. And even though we only service men, but we are a homeless shelter. 90% of the clients that come into our program are homeless. And after the 6 months or 1 year program with us, they have homes. Tomorrow, we have the honor of graduating 7 men. And out of the 7 men, 2 of them were product of the woods that every single one of us sitting there would say those individuals don't want to help. I'm guilty of it too. And for me to see how many men were taken out of the woods and transforming, one of the individuals yesterday, I almost gave him a drug test, but he was happy that he was paying taxes. But once he graduates out of our program, he goes back to Orlando and he pays taxes in Orlando. We just take someone off their streets and transform their lives. Success lies here. This man today celebrates 10 years of not picking up a bottle and taking a drink. This model, I've served my country in the Air Force. I've served my community as a law enforcement agent, as a law enforcement professional, and now he serves men like him, taking those lives and transforming them. So if we say it doesn't work, I have the experience right here that it does work. We take these individuals off the streets and we transform their lives. And I speak today with every single one of you guys that are in the room because, again, Sanford is my home. Sanford is where I live and love. So when I receive phone calls from law enforcement officers from outside of Sanford working hand in hand with us, and I received, 2 days ago, I received communication from the police department who are ready to work with us outside of the city of Sanford, so that way we can help clean up their parks. And I look and I see the transformation happening right here in Sanford. Sanford is becoming the Lake Marion and Winter Park of everyone else. We're number one, not just in our schools, but in our community. But we are here to provide that help and that support to our first responders, to our organizations around, to our schools, and with our schools sitting here. I have a daughter that goes to Seminole High School, and one of the greatest schools in the world, and schools here in Seminole County. But now, the individuals that come to us in this program no longer reflects the 50-year-old us. They're getting younger and younger and younger. If you walk through our buildings right now, some of the individuals that lay in our rooms are individuals I've mentored in middle school, in high school, and now they're in a program. We are here to assist, not just old folks like us, but in the city senior games, but we want to start in our schools. We want to start in our communities, and we want to educate you that the help is here. So I ask you to connect with the Recovery House, okay? Because the Recovery House of old is not the Recovery House that we have now. Connect with us and let us engage within the community to help support the growth and the beautification that's happening right here in our backyard. I thank you guys for allowing us the opportunity to now be a part of this meeting where we are going out and we're going to ensure that we clean up our streets to make it safer for you guys and to make it safer for us. So on behalf of the Recovery House of Ed Carr and myself, please allow us to be a part of this community that we've so loved for 27 years and beyond at the Recovery House of Central Florida. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fritz. We're going to stay with health. We're going to go to the state of Florida, Seminole County Health Department, and they're going to come down and tell us some recent news. Mr. Bonaparte, after she finishes, you can start walking up and get the mic here.
So, good evening, everyone. I put in the chairs this evening a couple flyers just to let you know that September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. And on your flyer, you can see that according to the recent statistics, that Black men are about 2.5 times more likely to die from prostate cancer than white men. So this is something huge. It's impacted the community. It's impacted us at the health department as well. So we decided that we need to do something about it. So we needed to raise awareness about prostate cancer. And what better way to do that than to have an event for men only. So we're having our men's health huddle event on Saturday right here at the Westside Community Center. At the health department, we had just a little baby idea of doing this, and we thought, well, maybe we could have just a few men come out, it would be great. And then we got connected with Unity Youth Association, and it has blown up, and I think it's going to be a fabulous event. We are going to have PSA testing there for free. We will have free flu shots. We will have basketball games, giveaways, all kind of swag. We're going to treat the men well with some lunch, some breakfast items as well. So we're looking forward to it. So if you know anyone who wants to play basketball and maybe get a trophy or a medal, encourage them to come out. We'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm looking over here, you say 3-point shooting contest, 50 years and older.
Yes.
If they 50 and older, they're gonna be in a dress contest. See them showers, not a basketball. Come on down, Mr. Bonaparte. The top city manager in the country, Mr. George Bonaparte.
Thank you. Mr. Bentley has a way of introducing people, doesn't he? Norman Bonaparte, city manager for the city of Sanford. A couple of things before I introduce the staff. First of all, I encourage people to come out on Saturday. Commissioner Wiggins has been talking about that. And as their servant in the health department is dealing with prostate cancer. I can tell you I was diagnosed and treated for prostate cancer. My father died from prostate cancer. So this is very important, so I encourage people to come on out. We also heard from the school board member, and I just wanted to say that the city of Sanford has a program where its employees can volunteer to be mentors. And that came because of a Seminole County Chamber of Commerce lunch, and I sat next to one of her predecessors, and she said it would be great if we had people come out and read to the young people. So we have a program coming up as school district, the school year has now started, where we're going to have training. Ms. Osborne has been a mentor for quite some time, and I have been a dividend mentor as well. So, okay, for the city staff, I'd like to ask them to introduce any staff that they have that's in the audience. We have, when they speak, the Deputy Police Chief, Phil Perkins, representing planning, development, and a whole lot of other things, Mr. Chris Smith, representing Parks and Recreation, Mr. John Henderson, and Nikki Osborne, is Community Development. Matt Menendo is our Fire Marshal, and we have Julia Medina, representing Code Enforcement. So with that, we give you the Deputy Chief.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Phil Perkins, Deputy Chief of Police for the Sanford Police Department. The staff members I have here with me tonight, I saw Captain Hurst has been stepped out for a minute, but Captain Paul Hurst is here to oversee our Strategic Services Division, Division of the Sanford Police Department. From our patrol division, we have Sergeant Nettles, we have Officer Barrios, Officer Bump, and from our Public Information Office, we have Officer Michael Hernandez. A couple of things that are going on within the Sanford Police Department within the next few weeks. We have several events. September the 29th, 2 p.m., we'll have a financial wellness workshop. So on September the 29th, from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., the location is the Bahama Bay Club Senior Living Center, 3441 West 1st Street, Sanford. Learn how to fight fraud and protect yourself from fraud and identity theft. On October the 7th, we'll have our National Night Out. National Night Out will be held at Fort Mellon Park, National Night Out, October the 7th. It starts at 5 p.m. So come out, meet police officers, and free food, free games, and meet your neighbors. It's a night out against crime. October the 16th, 10 a.m., Coffee with the Cop will be held at the McDonald's located at 3785 South Orlando Drive here in Sanford. And on October the 29th, Halloween event hosted by the Sanford Police Department. The title is the Scare Ford's Not So Spooky Fest. It's hosted by the Sanford Police Department. Bring your kids out, come out and enjoy some treats and interact with some Sanford Police officers. That will be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Also, as for the last few years, we've had several vacancies within the police department, and we still have some. So if you're interested in becoming a police officer, certified or not, you can go to our website and apply there. If you have any questions or would like to speak with any of the officers or myself after the meeting, we'll be in the room in the back. That's it for the police department. Thank you.
Thank you, I'm Chris Smith from the Planning Department. We have not slowed down in development and planning services and applications that are coming in basically weekly, if not daily. Again, we're about 300 permits deep. They range from building permits to site development permits. I would say probably about 800 living units come online probably every 2 weeks. So we're not slowing down. Sanford's estimated population right now is approaching 67,000 easily in the Central Florida area, so we're still coming. Be mindful that Hurricane Ian has hit hit Florida 3 years ago. Due date says tomorrow. So on the 28th, it came on shore as a category 4. Let's stay vigilant. We're still in an active season. Be mindful of the stuff that you have in your yard. If you need something to take care of, go ahead and do that. Even though we haven't had one, go ahead and still be vigilant over that. We do monitor a lot of things in the planning department, not only road works, we also monitor environmental conditions, lake levels. Currently, Lake Monroe's at 3.5 feet, which is our normal highs at 3. There's plenty of room. So there's a lot of things that we do in there. If you have any questions, come on down anytime to talk to us. We attend a lot of other meetings, Metro Plan Orlando, and some other meetings that we do. We're very vigilant of that. The links, we just signed our links agreement. And then the links group also wants to use there's a new FlexBus system that's just rolling out. They want to go ahead and give that a try. That's where you can call and they'll come right to your location and they'll bring you around to your destination for, I believe, $4 a fare. So it's not a bad deal. Again, we're all online. All the permits are online. You can apply online at your leisure for any permits and things like that. If you have any questions, I'll be in the back, or you can always come in and see us. Thank you.
Good evening, Rick Henderson from Parks and Recreation. I have Jared Sullivan in the back, the Parks and Recreation Manager. All of our programs are in full swing with our youth program. Flag football, soccer, and fall baseball is underway. So if you're riding by on a Saturday, you'll probably see almost 1,000 people in that Timberlake Sports Complex area. Also, too, we have swim lessons that are ongoing, so you can just check the website or call down to the Recreation Department for those availabilities. We also have different senior activities going on, whereas our senior center downtown, they're having a musical bingo on October 24th at 12 p.m. But registration is required, so you have to call and register. We have here at Westside, starting October 1st, we're gearing up for our Junior Magic Basketball League, which we're a huge supporter of the Orlando Magic. They've been great to us the last few years. So that will start on October 1st in Trudy Field. And then one of the city events that we have is Fantastic, which is our Halloween festival on October 26th from 2 to 5 in the Tribute Center over on Melville. And with our parks and grounds, we always encourage you if you see anything that's hazard or unsafe, please just call us and let us know. We have a ton of parks, so we can't put eyes on all of them at all times, but you as citizens can put eyes on them. So if you see anything, any foul play or anybody's doing anything to damage our parks, we'd greatly appreciate it if you just give us a phone call. And that's all I have for parks.
Hello, good evening. Nicole Osborne, Community Relations and Women Engagement Director. I'm happy to announce that we have reopened our low-income home energy assistance program. That website portal will be open on Monday. So if you know of anyone that is looking for assistance, crisis assistance, meaning that your light bill had your lights have been turned off, your pending termination or now deposit assistance, will be able to assist you with that. That's low-income home energy assistance program. It's reopening on Monday. And our minor home repair program, oh, I'm sorry, I do this every time. I'd like to introduce my staff that I have with me here tonight, which is Miss Amy Josie. She's in the back. She's our CDBG program manager. Sorry, I apologize about that. Her program is opening October 6th. That's our minor home repair program. It's for income eligible residents in the city of Sanford, not just District 2. That's all of the city of Sanford. So if you need repairs to your home, roofing, air conditioning, plumbing, fencing, ADA, like you ramp, flooring, give us a call. Look on our website. We will have applications available on our website October the 6th, as well as in our offices at City Hall on October the 6th. And we are excited to announce that we have a free workshop this evening in partnership with Community Legal Services. We have a representative sitting over there waiting for you all after the meeting, so we hope you'll join us for heirs, property, and estate planning workshop here tonight, immediately following the event. Myself and Eddie will be here. Thank you.
Good evening, Matt Neto, Fire Marshal. A few things for fire. We have 4 new hires that just started. I sent out the fire safety flyer a few weeks ago, and I appreciate y'all's feedback. I'm getting quite a few phone calls of people, asking me more questions about their home address, which was a big part of the flyer, just how to put your numbers on your house and whatnot. So I'm glad to hear that y'all are getting that letter and that you're receptive and giving me a call and we can talk through some scenarios. We're very busy, as Chris was mentioning, with construction. We do the new construction inspections, the building department and the fire prevention division. We're very, very busy with new construction, which is a good thing. We love seeing the growth and all that goes along with it. So that's exciting. It's nice to see that happening. And then, as always, we have our free smoke alarm program. So if you know anyone who lives in the city that needs smoke alarms, have them contact me. We can help get them set up, and we do install the smoke alarms for them. And lastly, yes, it's a hurricane season. It's been real slow. We're almost through. We've got another, I think, 6 weeks or so. But whoever's controlling the hurricanes and pushing them to Portugal, I last heard, y'all keep up that great work. We like seeing that curve to the right, so thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Woody Medina with the City of Sanford Code Enforcement. There's a lot of big changes with code enforcement. We've, like I said last meeting, we've got 3 new hires, which I have here, which I would like to introduce. We have Tiffany in the front, we have Pedro, and we got Brad. So these are the code enforcement officers that we've brought to our team. As you guys know, our city is growing, so we need more employees to help us out throughout the community and support. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please feel free. I'll be back waiting. And also, October 31st, we should be done with the city hall opening in the front. And November 6th is supposed to be our goal for our grand opening for the city hall construction. Thank you.
Before I hand it over to Commissioner Wiggins, I wanted to recognize one more person. We have a lieutenant from the Sheriff's Department. Could you please stand, sir? That's one of the youngest lieutenants we have in the Sheriff's Office. He lives in Georgetown. And I taught him 7th grade geography at Greenwood Day School.
Let's give Steph a hand, please. We've got some other things that's going on, and hopefully you all will stay for the workshop afterwards. The next meeting will be October the 23rd. I'll be over at the Academy Manor tomorrow at 3 o'clock with Picnic Project. We'll be giving away groceries. Anybody that knows anybody that needs groceries, please send them out. We normally do 50 to 60 families before Friday of each month. And please, as it was stated, we're looking to have over 100 men here on Saturday. We have activities, we put activities together so that we can get men out. But please, men, if you can come out, if you know men that are ladies that you want to send out, please send them on out. We're going to be out here, we're going to have fun, but we're going to get some information because our health, we need to take care of ourselves and not take it for granted. I want to be here a long, long time, and I hope you do as well, but we want to be here healthy while we're here. So if you can, please come on out. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and close it out in prayer. And again, thank you all for coming out.
Can I say one thing before you close out in prayer? I think this day is a very important day. Because 68 years ago, 9 black students walked into Little Rock Central High and desegregated schools. And I think we forget about stuff like that. I tell the young kids at the church, I say, tomorrow, I say, on this day when you go to school, look around.
Right.
And see the difference that y'all have that some of our ancestors did not have.
All right.
And truth be told, I'm a graduate of Little Rock Central High. Okay. And when I went to Central High, I did not know that those 9 students walked through their doors and desegregated the school system. And I think it's important that we share that information with our young kids today.
Amen. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Doctor. And I know a lot of us second that. We need to know as much history as possible because it's trying to be taken away. So as much as we can get out there, more and more of our children need to hear. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Father, as we come once more again, thank you for the meeting, thank you for our city as a whole, thank you for the staff, all the citizens that came out. Everyone that came out, Father, to give out information, we thank you for them. We ask that you continuously bless our city as a whole. We ask that you continuously keep watch over us and guide us. We'll be so faithful, Father, continue to give you all the praise, honor, and glory. And that's in these things we all say, amen.
Thank you all again. Please, if you got time, so you can stay. And if you need to talk to any of the departments, you'll be able to touch base with them as well.